So what we're gonna start with is the single leg, and there's a lot of different ways to shoot the single leg. I'm gonna show you what I think is the easiest way, and I use it all the time, and we'll show different setups for it. Okay, so this one I think is good because I don't really need to level change so much where I drop to my knee. I think it's lower commitment because I'm not like dropping to the knee, and sometimes it hurts my knee. So that's one reason I like it, and it's just like the most basic one. Okay, I'm in my stance, he's in his stance. I can choose either leg. I'm gonna shuffle a little bit to the side, and I'm gonna step outside his foot. That's really like what I'm looking for. I'm making like this step outside of his foot, and as I do that, I keep my head on the inside, and I'm gonna bump into it, right? I'm gonna use my head as I step. Here, look, my head's on his chest, it's up. I'm driving with my head. If I don't drive with my head and I just try to kick the leg up here, no, just leave it there. It's heavy, right? I'm never gonna get it here. If he has all his weight on it, I'm never gonna get it. So look, I push, and I keep walking into him, and it makes it light. I pick it up and swing it to the front. Okay? Sometimes I get it caught here. Remember, if I step outside, it's going to maybe come in the center. Look, I'm going to swing it. I'll use my knee look. Okay? To launch it up. And I'm trying to think uppercuts, right? I don't want to hold here. It's really easy for him to like break this, push down. Okay? And I don't want to stay in quad deep because push down is very heavy. So I'm like lifting it up and moving down the leg. I'm feeding it down, going to here. Okay, once I'm here, there's tons of ways to make him fall down. You can play with them. I'm gonna just talk about one for now. I'm moving, I'm making him hop. I'm not running in a circle because then he just hops in one place, you see? This is easier hopping than this, right? He has to work harder running in a straight line. And then I'm staring at his foot, and I'm looking for my near foot to trip his foot. I'm running it, and look. And I'm staying connected, and I'm throwing by, going back down to my knees, pushing the legs by, staying close, going to the side control. So, again, super easy. I'm in my stance. Remember, I'm at the same level as him. I don't want to be too tall. I'm matching his eye level. I'm in my good stance. I'm shuffling and bumping and continuing to run. Look, up. I want to be high. I don't want to be like this. Less off balancing, right? Yeah. The more I go really high, the better, and I start moving. I'm walking and looking for that foot trip. Look, I don't let go of him. Throw the leg by, side control. In a minute, I'm shuffling to him. Look, I just keep driving with my head. If my head goes to the outside, I'm not driving in the same way. And also right now, it's illegal to run the single leg with your head on the outside because it'll spike. Okay, just like a new weird change they made here. Look, I'm here. My head is pushing. When the leg's heavy, I'm not like, oh, I need to get the leg. What I'm worried about, think about this. When I push him, he automatically gets light on this leg, right? His weight shifts backwards. When his weight is committed on the leg, it's very heavy to pick up. No matter how hard I try, if he just keeps his weight, it's never coming up. But look, the second I do this, it comes up, okay? So the first thing I notice is like the stance from the get-go. If I start in this stance and I'm stepping to that leg, my leg is so far back, it's like going to telegraph it. Okay, so I'm thinking, until I commit to what I'm doing, I think of like more of a neutral stance. I'm never like boxing stance maybe, or big stance, more square stance. Okay, or like slightly trending. Does that make sense? So look, instead of going here, right? Because I feel like this big step I almost don't even have with my foot. Look, I'm shuffling and think, I'm not starting the move from up here. Really, I'm assuming like this distance of closeness, right? I don't really worry about, right now I'm not worried about him taking me down. He's too far. You don't feel like you could take me down from here, right? We would need to engage a little bit. There, now you can take me down. It's just like, it's kind of similar to like boxing range. When someone's out here, I don't need to block your jab. It's like out there. So remember that we have this movement forward to engage first, right? This is where people grab. Okay? So now we can talk about if you have, let's not talk about the grips right now just because I want to really just focus on the footwork. I'm here. Okay? I can look at this, I'm gonna make footwork for you. I shuffle one way. What are you gonna do if I shuffle this way? You're gonna follow me, right? So look, here's the movement, we're in tight. We're shuffling. Okay? And now look, I know I can make him step. He's gonna step. He's gonna step. He's gonna step. You see that pattern is? And now look, he steps and I double left. Okay? So I'm like doing this motion, and that's going to like maybe correct the problem where you're like, oh, well, why would I start from out here? So I'm inside, I'm stepping. Look, I'm making little steps, and then look, I step back in, okay? And look, my head is high. I don't need to do this because when my head posture breaks, he's gonna go for the choke or he's gonna push my head down and sprawl on me. Okay? It instantly breaks my integrity. So I'm shuffling, I double back and bump. Look, my head is up, my posture is good. I drive into him, picking up the leg. If it gets stuck here, remember, open and scoop. Okay, once we get to here, come back this way. Tons of different grouping strategy on how to take the guy down. Remember, crucial here, I think, is the farther out on the lever I am, the easier it is to hold. Push your leg down. Push your leg down. Okay, so that's like I'm working that point first. Here, I'm in control. I'm not really in that much of a hurry. There's guys who can like jump over and stuff, but we're not there yet, okay? So we're here, I'm in control, I solidify the good grip, so now I know I'm gonna take him down, okay? Before we were just tripping the foot, we can go here. I like to grab like the fall here, you can grab the collar, you can grab under. I'm gonna grab, and look, I'm gonna spin him down, right? I'm lifting and pull. You see? Push the leg wide, side control. Okay, from here we're gonna just run one choke. I'm here, I'm putting shoulder pressure, I'm trying to open up a gap here. Right now there's already a gap, but look, if there's not, kind of turn in a little, put that shoulder on the ground. There, look, I wanna get my hand under and I can't really find room. Look, I'm shoulder pressuring, walking, I'm finding underneath. Do you guys see that? Look under my, here, you see if he's flat, sometimes it's hard to find under his armpit. Look, I'm going to cut the angle. And you see he kind of wants to trend a little bit that way. I don't want my butt high, so I fall. I just need enough room, this much room. However big my hand is, just that much room. Grab the collar, flatten him back. And then look, I have my other grip loaded. I'm going to open to here, okay? I'm driving my elbow to the ground, and I'm going to make this sink up, right? I want it to be going low too. I don't want to try and put my elbow to the ground as I turn my chest this way. I want all my weight driving through. So look, I switch my hips and finish the choke. Okay? So, single leg, I'm trending. Look. Here, drive, building for the single. Reaching and spinning down, side control. Secure the position. Look, walking towards his head, find the collar. Pulling the collar down, flattening again, opening, here. Okay, sometimes he tucks his chin. Look, I'm not too hard. Here, look, I'm going to like flat and pry open. Okay, you see that? You can move if you want. Here, no, damn, if they can't see, I don't know if they can. Okay, here, look, I'm opening and getting under. I don't want him to like, oh, you're face cranking me. Okay, we want to solve that problem. We don't want to face crank people. We're gonna get under. Drop. Okay, one other thing is if I'm like, it kind of loosened up. If I'm shallow on the collar here, my arm bottoms out on the side. So, oh, I'm choking him, it's not working. Ratchet tighter, retry. Okay, if, trend on that leg back. He has a stance like this. I notice this guy, I'm walking and I want to go after that leg, but look, man, that leg is always far away from me. Do you see that? You see what I'm talking about? This leg is farther away. I want it because that's the way I'm circling him. But look, I'm never going to get it. You see, because it's far away. He's dictating his stance. I just need to look. If that one's far away, this one is close. So now I change. I'm going to go this way. Okay? So maybe if you notice your partner is stagger stancing, which totally some people do, go to the one that's closer. Yeah. Super tight geese, all kinds of things. Problems start happening, right? I need this first one. I'm walking for this one. Even if I can't get the grip, I could functionally grab the shoulder. Okay, but here I get this one. Remember, I'm getting that one. I just kind of cheated because I was powering through. Think. Pizza legs. I consider this a sprawl. Look, pressure. Focal point of all my weight is running through there. Still running through there. Get the grip. Okay, now here. I settle him back down. I have him under control. Now this hand, this grip. I can go and preload it here and open. There's problems with that. Sometimes, you know, I can't get it in because it's super tight. Sometimes maybe I could like open it a little. There, you see I open a little spot. Or maybe this guy's head is just far too large. Okay, it doesn't work. I can come out. I'm here, I'm staying, making sure it's tight. Look, I will look for this grip, but a lot of times if the collar is too tight, I can't get it. Sometimes I can like loosen, okay, totally valid. Look, I can also just do like a no-grip grip. Slide back, look, I can open up the chin easy this way, look. You see? Grab, right? Grab the shoulder, grab the material, it's all the same. Okay, it's the fulcrum of the choke here, and then look, slowly, pizza leg, sprawling, drop in the other hip. Okay? If you want to go that way, look, just, you can preload your like scraping to open. He tucks his chin. I'm gonna run my elbow right along here. Chin is open. So now we're gonna have where one guy does the single and then the other guy is doing something else, recovering the guard, okay? So I want you guys to work together, so you kind of gotta go a little slow so that everyone can kind of see the motion, okay? As you get better, you'll be able to go faster. Yeah, either one. Anyway, he shoots the single, go ahead. He shoots, he's taking me down. Here, and freeze. Okay, so there's this motion, right? He's taking me down, he's lifting up my leg. Okay, I'm here. He wants to throw my leg that way, right? To keep away from getting the guard. So we're here. Right as I touch the ground, I already need to work. Look, my foot touches, the one that's free, and I'm going to shrimp or hip escape. Look, as he's touching and coming close, I point my back out and hip escape. Remember, I don't want to push myself into the ground and try and move, right? You see right now, I like stuck myself to the floor. So I need to think before I even push, it's like millisecond difference, my back needs to fire out the back. I want to push myself that way, right? So look, push it, okay? I'm creating this gap, hold on one second, this gap right in here to try and get this leg by. It's a fight, and I'm gonna have this guy not fight too much, but look, he wants to, remember, throw my leg this way. I want my leg in, okay? I want my leg back in here, so he kind of throws it, goes there, I bring it back in. Look, I'm still framing. This hand, hold on one second. I think this hand is framing on the neck, it's opening up the elbow, it's being at a 90 degrees. Okay, he's pushing into me, don't do it too hard because that's my hurt arm. This hand is rover. This hand is the rover, right? It's fighting the knees, it's fighting here, it's creating space for myself. Okay, and once I can get one knee in, now this helps push too, right? This helps the big push. He pushes into me, go ahead. I'm exploding my hip, right? I'm engaging my core to try and keep distance. Once here, I feel like you're not coming on top of me. You don't have side control. You're not going to get it unless you can get that leg out, and that's not going to happen, right? So I'm like, that's the fight, right? I'm like creating space, moving myself back. Sorry, I'm trying to kick you in the balls. I'm moving, he's chasing me, I'm kicking and pushing and kicking and trying to recover the guard, okay? Your feet can't just do one thing. They need to do whatever he needs you to do, right? Everything that he puts in my way, I'm going to use my shin. I think of it like a tractor or something, or a weed eater. Get out of my way. Here, okay, I'm plowing through the area with my legs, with my hands. If I can't move him backwards to give myself space, I move myself backwards. And I allow his push to push me backwards. I let him do some of the work. Okay, so remember, he's no partner, look, he's taking me down. He wants to throw me this way, jump up, so I'm going to just do it like imaginary view. He's trying to get me to go this way. Post. With my toe, you see? Hip escape. Moving. Even if he's still throwing my leg, look, I'm still moving. The second he lets go, I jam in. I'm still framing. I'm moving, kicking the legs through, kicking the knees out, closing, okay? I kick him down. Here. Here, I'm here. Look, right now I'm going to go slow motion. Okay, you see, well, hold on, you already did something. Turn back that way, right? He was there. He's starting to reface. I'm pushing with slow motion. Slow motion. You've got to beat the hand in front. That's the best way to do it, right? I don't want to hug him to me, pull him on top of me, and then want to get rid of him again. My hands need to be shielding as I turn back in. Okay, it's going to save you tons of grief. To me, tell me if you think I'm wrong, this position is much different than this position, right? We want to beat it. What if he takes me down, is passing my guard? Right, he's getting me to side control, but I can choose to land in the guard. That's like something I want to hustle to do, right? If it's just turn back in frame, Now get it in, okay? So remember, that's super important that you're like automatically refacing and shielding or framing. Don't hug first, because then you give yourself more work. Go.